it's Pamela. How are you doing today? Welcome back, and thank you so much for watching all of my videos. Please like this video if you like it, and of course remember to subscribe. Also check me out on Instagram, Miss Pamela XOXO. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Mars in Taurus. Now, this is a really interesting placement here. This is a placement where you might feel like, is this person even into me? Because a Mars in Taurus individual moves very slowly. So, whereas someone with their Mars in Sagittarius, for example, will kind of like run you over and take you home with them, a Mars in Taurus takes a lot longer, unless of course they just want to hit it and quit it. So, remember that pro tip. But when they are into you, they actually do take a long time to open up. They do take a long time to make their intentions known. However, when they do, it really is for the long haul. They're more sensitive than they'd ever want you to know, which is why they take so long to actually open up, because they really know that once they care, it's very difficult for them to let go of things. Even if they're the ones to end a relationship, let's say, it takes them a really long time to actually get over that relationship, even when it's their fault. So because of that, they are very slow to want to enter a serious relationship, although, like I said, they want this true, deep love. These people are quite hedonistic, and they love pleasure in all its forms. They love beauty. They really can turn this into a materialistic tendency. And it's not because they're materialistic. I would say Venus in Taurus is a little bit more like that. It's more this pleasure thing where, this object or this thing can't leave me. It will be here and it will give me this dependable pleasure. It's more so something like that, if that makes sense. With that being said, these people make really great pet owners, and owning a pet can be so great for these individuals because it gets them outside, it gets them out of their kind of lower lows, and it gets them back being active in the environment, and it gives them a living thing to connect with. With that being said, and the reason why I mention that is because I have seen it happen where these people can struggle sometimes with things like overeating or overindulgence, especially when they're not being satisfied in their intimate lives. And so Mars in Taurus, if you're watching this, if that's something that you've struggled with, you really need to look at your intimate life and see how you're not being fulfilled in that area. Or it could be in your creative life or something like that. Or it could be that, there's an area of your life you're not standing up for yourself. You're not using your voice in the area of what you're passionate about. It could be that. So if you notice that that's something that you struggle with, that's probably why that's happening. Because Mars in Taurus in its highest form uses its voice. It doesn't feel the need to fight, but it does feel the need to use its voice and stand up for what it actually does believe in. So these people love beauty. They love the arts, and they have incredible stamina. These people can either be extremely giving in the bedroom, or they can be kind of selfish, and it really is going to depend on where that energy is for them, if they're in that lower energy of the Taurus or the higher energy. These people can be massive foodies. Some of them might even be really good cooks. They just love pleasure. The other secret to a Mars in Taurus individual is when they are not connected to their spirituality. And I believe, if you watch my other videos, that sexuality and spirituality are completely intertwined. when they are not deeply connected to a spiritual outlet, they also really don't do well. And it's very ironic because Mars in Taurus, in and of itself, wouldn't be a spiritual placement, but they actually do need that. A Mars in Taurus sees every, intimate relationship as a place to fertilize. They see it, they want it to be a clean, clear slate that they can mold into whatever they want. And so these individuals really do prefer being with people that don't have other things going on, right? They want to know that you're dependable. They want to know that they can count on you. And they want to know that you are valuable and clean and clear, and that you can create something together, and that you don't have to kind of like deal with anything from the past. This is not the sign that wants to hear about your exes, not at all. That's what I mean about the clear slate thing. They really want to know that this is your journey together, that you're creating something together. They don't want to think about anything from the past or anyone from the past really having anything to do with that. That will be really insulting to them. They also really get turned on by this feeling of possession. They love this idea of possession, of either being possessed or possessing you. So they really do care where you were last night. This is the person that doesn't not ask you. And if they don't ask you, I would be more concerned about that, to be honest with you, because you know that when they do kind of care what you're doing, that they do love you. I mean, they are very protective about the things that they love. So do keep that in mind as well. They're so stubborn. Good luck getting them to change their mind. Once they've made a decision, even when they know it's the wrong decision, they'll still keep going in that direction. And this is especially true in their relationships. Once they've left a relationship, unless there's something else going on in their chart, even if they wake up and they go, oh no, I shouldn't have done that, they'll kind of just keep rolling in that direction because they don't want to open themselves back up, even though they might know that they shouldn't have done that. Mars and Taurus, this is one of those things that you might want to work on in your relationships. Okay, because as great as you are at sticking it out, no one sticks it out like a Mars and Taurus. You think that sticking it out means being available. And I gotta tell you, Mars and Taurus, that's not true. Sticking it out doesn't mean that the other person sees you as available. It doesn't mean that the other person sees you as being deeply open and vulnerable. And so just because you're there doesn't mean that you're vulnerable, that you're open to this other person, or that they feel that way. So that's something that you definitely want to work on. And I know, again, it's because these individuals are very, very sensitive. They can be more sensitive than anybody knows or understands. And so you really do want to look again to the spirituality, right? When you don't have this deep spiritual type of outlet or deep creative outlet, it isn't going to be easy for you to express your emotions. And this is where, this sign can metaphorically eat their emotions, whether that's literally or metaphorically. Literally they actually will do that, or metaphorically they'll just kind of swallow it and keep it down until the big blow up happens. And if you're a Mars and Taurus watching this, you should know what I mean, because these people don't anger very much. Like someone with their Mars in Aries, they will freak out, right? Like instant freak out. But a Mars and Taurus won't do that. However, once a Mars and Taurus does get angry, God help us all, because you'll never forget it. When these people do blow up, it is a major, major blow up. And how dare you make them feel that way, by the way. They'll never let you forget about the fact that you made them feel that way. How dare you? These people are also very, very intuitive, which is why I said if they're not caring about what you're doing, that might be a bit of a red flag, because they already know what you're doing. They're more so letting you know that, they're there, that they're around, if that makes sense. Of course, in their lower form, this type of possession is not healthy, and that's not good for anyone. So keep that in mind, everybody. But in their highest form, they just want to let you know that they care, that they're around. These people love giving and receiving gifts, or just giving and receiving beautiful things. So that could even be a beautiful experience. And they definitely love these romantic ideals as well. These people will fight for love, but not in the way that a Mars and Aries will fight for it. These people will fight in a stubborn way, like, no, don't you know this is the way it is? This is the way it is. And they kind of just won't take no for an answer, and they'll just keep being there. Whereas a Mars and Aries will freak out about it, right? Again, you got to look at the whole chart, of course. So, but they will fight in their own way, and the way that they fight is by staying there, is by not leaving. Anyways, do you have your Mars in Taurus? I think Mars and Taurus individuals are amazing. A few of my really good friends have this placement. Do you have a crush on someone with their Mars and Taurus? Have you ever dated someone with their Mars and Taurus? Let me know. I love your comments. It helps me to expand what I know as well. Also, make sure that you do go to my website and take advantage of the sale that I am having right now. And to all my clients watching this, you're doing such an amazing job. To all of you, of course, whether it's day or night, I love you, I love you, I love you. Please click here to subscribe to my channel. Please click here to watch my most recent video. And please click here to go to my website and book your one-on-one reading or hypnotherapy session with me. See you soon.